access to police information. It's
The
obvious
student.
this is a direct challenge to me.
Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe it's ego. His ego, he wanted.
Probably starting to sweat a little by now. Live for times like this. Oh. If L's as good as they say, by now he should be starting to suspect someone with connections to the police.
Okay, yeah, never mind. It's not dumb. It's just him being having a very big ego. He didn't need to.
Fact that cannot be ignored.
He didn't need to do that because he could have just. Maybe it actually hampers the investigation, because now that he knows that, he will be like, he won't trust the information, and then it will be harder to get information and also investigate it. I don't know.
But what does he get out of all this?
Yeah.
What is he hoping to achieve in the end?
Showing them you have
Yeah, that's my question, Ryuk.
easier for them to find you than when they just suspected you were a student. Well, my real agenda is to get close to L so I can eliminate him.
Yeah, they're not gonna trust each other.
Is that L and the investigators don't trust each other at all. Think about it. Could you trust someone whose name and face you don't even know? When L discovers that I'm somehow getting confidential information, he'll be obligated to start investigating the police to find the source of the leak.
What's up, everyone? We are watching Dealings, Episode 3, Death Note. I'm super excited to get back into watching this. This is exciting because now we got Light and Al. They both know each other. They both are introduced. Al is chasing Light. Light is trying to kill people. It's fun. Let's go get into the episode.
Let's start with the tip line reports.
Yes, sir. Up to this point, we've received 3,029 responses about the murders via telephone.
Does tip lines even work? Because like literally everyone would just try to help, but no one actually know.
Kira or who have seen him.
Just for like the
All
reward
14
or
accounts
something.
were followed up on and carefully documented. There were an additional 21 people who called in claiming to be Kira.
What is that?
Created files for all 21 of them.
We have confirmed that information of the heart attack victims was in fact publicly available in Japan immediately prior to their
So they're
deaths.
gonna be sneaky now.
So,
They're gonna try and cut
concerning
the
L's
information.
request that we
Oh,
investigate
he's
the
there.
death for each victim, we found that all of them occurred between the hours of 4 p.m. and 2 a.m. on weekends.
Is extremely relevant to us. It suggests that given the times of death, our suspect could very well be a student.
Logical. I mean,
It's safe to assume
some workers also get off during that time, could get off at that time, you know? And have the exact same schedule as a student.
by a very idealistic notion of justice. It's highly possible he may even aspire to be some sort of godlike figure. We're dealing with an individual who has a very childish concept of right and wrong. Of course, this is
I mean, like I said in the previous video, I feel like Al is lying to himself or pretending to be the good guy just so he can solve crimes, because, I mean, he literally let a criminal die in order to prove that he was right, that Al was in Japan.
mere speculation at this point, but still I recommend you re-examine any assumptions you've made as to whether or not our suspect could be a student. We must consider every possibility.
What is it, Matsuda?
Matsuda. It's
Well, I'm not saying this to support Kira or to condone the murders, but in the last few days throughout the world, but especially here in Japan, we've observed a dramatic decrease in the number of violent crimes committed.
yeah, that's the T-side.
Before I go, I'm afraid I have one additional request to make. This is directed to the teams investigating the victims, TV news, and internet. I would like you to go back and take a closer look at the exact way in which the victims' identities were made public.
Find out if he needs to know the face, which he
You
does.
look like you could use one of these. Sleeping much?
Ah, thank you. That'll do the trick.
About what I said earlier at our meeting. Well, now that I think about it, I'm sure everyone already knew that. I wanted to apologize.
What on earth are you talking about?
Doesn't want to be seen
Nobody
as an
said it would be easy to
outcast.
Speak the truth, but it has to be done, especially when it's something that isn't easy to say.
I knew I could count on you, Light.
Hey, so do you think you're ready to try a few on your own now?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, get out of my room. I need to kill some people.
Oh, sounds like Dad's home.
Welcome home, dear.
Thank you.
Could be the
He's home really
That's the
again.
chief.
Hey,
That's the
why don't you
chief.
at least try the last problem by yourself?
I will.
That's his
but
voice.
maybe after dinner.
Yeah, right. If the police try to come after me, I'm pretty confident I've got something that'll give me the advantage. Hey, glad you could join us for dinner.
His
You hungry?
dad. He'll use his dad
It's been a long day.
to figure it out.
I see. Well, Daddy's a policeman.
How does he know everything
And
there is
that's
to know
because
about
why
the
you're so
world?
confident.
That's right. It's easy for me to hack into Dad's computer. We're on a home network, so I can copy the files I need without leaving a trace. This way I can keep track of their investigation. Well, isn't that interesting? Looks like the police are already beginning to suspect a student.
I guess that means you're in trouble.
No.
If the cause of death is written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. If the cause of death is not specified, the person will simply die of a heart attack. After writing the cause of death, details
There's
of
gotta
the
be
death should
some
written in the
loophole.
next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. That sound right to you, Ryuk? If I write heart attack as the cause of death, then I should be able to write down all the details, including time of death afterwards, shouldn't I? Looks like I'll be able to provide you with more entertainment
What?
now.
It's too complicated for me now. But I thought it has to die 40 seconds after you write the name, right? So like, even like, how do you write the time of death? That laugh was for something else.
I don't believe this. Another 23 victims yesterday? Are
Only
these confirmed?
23.
Yes.
He's slow. If I was him and I had the same ideal, I would just be right up finding like there would be pages where like hundreds and hundreds of pages of criminals. You could do that all in one day. Kill so many people.
Anybody can skip 2 days of school.
You're missing the point. It does appear less likely now that Kira's a student, but that's not the message he's sending by doing this. Ask yourselves why every hour, and why. I believe Kira is telling us that not only can he kill from a distance, but he can also determine the time of death.
How did he figure that out?
Something's not right. As soon as we began to suspect,
He's gonna figure out that there's a leak.
The pacing of the killings changed, as if to contradict that theory. Coincidence? This can only mean that Kira has.
Honestly, yeah. Like, why did he do it immediately? That was kind of dumb. That's another kind of dumb move from Light. You know, like he should have just waited for like a little bit and then killed him. I mean, and then started doing the killings. You know, he should have waited at least a week. You know, because not like they would start investigating immediately.
Access to police information. It's
The
obvious.
student.
This is a direct challenge to me.
Oh, maybe it's ego. His ego. He wanted.
Probably starting to sweat
He's-
a little by now. Live for times like this.
Oh,
If L's as good as they say, by now he should be starting to suspect someone with connections to the police.
Okay, yeah, never mind. It's not dumb. It's just him being having a very big ego. He didn't need to.
A fact that cannot be ignored.
He didn't need to do that because he could have just. Maybe it actually hampers the investigation because now that he knows that, he will be like he won't trust the information, and then it will be harder to get information and also investigate. I don't know.
But what does he get out of all this?
Yeah.
What is he hoping to achieve in the end?
showing them you have
Yeah,
access
that's
to
my
the police
question,
makes it
Ryuk.
easier for them to find you than when they just suspected you were a student.
Well, my real agenda is to get close to L so I can eliminate him.
Yeah, they're not
What's
gonna
essentially
trust each other.
important Is that L and the investigators don't trust each other at all. Think about it. Could you trust someone whose name and face you don't even know? When L discovers that I'm somehow getting confidential information, he'll be obligated to start investigating the police to find the source of the leak. Sir,
Okay, he's way smarter than me.
L and the investigation team are working together to try to catch me.
But I mean, I did say that as my second that they will start to not trust each other in different words, you know. So to be honest, it will hamper the investigation and make it
And they will be investigating L.
take it longer.
I'm not the one who's going to
We won't
find
trust
out.
information.
I can let the police police do that for me. And when they do, that's when I'll eliminate him.
With all due respect, Chief, we're resigning.
Well, if I were Kira, sir, I'd probably want to try and get rid of the people who are trying to catch me.
Let's face it, he knows he'll be sentenced to death if he's caught.
We all sat here and watched when L decided to pull that media stunt and challenged Kira to kill him. Well, it was all very impressive at the time. But then again, L never had to show his face or reveal his name.
And killed a criminal also, so it's like he's also...
Take a closer look at how these victims' identities were made public, and specifically to determine whether photos of the victims were available to the public prior to their deaths. The Japanese public, and then they died. Unlike someone we know, we're out there investigating this case wearing police IDs.
It's already started to happen, even, it was so fast though, I didn't expect it to be that fast, that they don't trust him.
For these reasons, we refuse to continue working this case.
Not good, just not good.
In order to solve this
What
problem, we must establish...
the heck is wrong with him?
Now pay attention, because now, let's apply this concept to our first problem.
Okay, Shinigami doing some work, finding
police
people.
force who have access to classified information regarding the investigation. We will find our suspect.
And it has his son's name.
Light, you got a second? I'll talk, you just listen.
I'm not gonna help you, or
I'm here because I have to stick around till the death note is finished, or I see you die, whichever comes first. But make no mistake, Light, I'm not on your side
yeah,
or L's side.
he's a neutral party.
Why are you telling me all this?
I decided to help you, you know.
It's really not like you.
The only reason I'm gonna tell you this is because personally it's starting to creep me out.
I don't know, I think he has some allegiance. Just say that. I don't think,
It's really starting to get on my nerves. I realize.
Okay, maybe never mind. He's probably knowing Ryuk. It's probably that reason.
Wherever you go, I feel like I'm constantly being watched.
Just let me know your name.
Who would be following me? Does this mean Elle is already starting to suspect the police?
Yeah, he works fast. You should know this.
If he's gonna invest all,
that looks
I need my
suspicious.
stalker's name. Once I figure that out, I can get rid of him for good.
Light. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. What makes a Shinigami and a human who has a death note different? Well, there are two things. It's because we are able to take human lifespans for ourselves.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean by that?
Let's say you have a human who is due to live until the age of 60, and a god of death wrote that this person would die at 40. 60 minus 40 equals 20. Now those 20 years taken from someone in the human
It's
world
given to
are
us.
added to that god of death's life. Shinigami can tell what a person's name is by just looking at their face. We know instantly. And do you have any idea why? Because through a Shinigami's eyes, a human's name can be seen above their head. That's right. I'm able to see your name and lifespan right now. If I converted that to human time, I could tell you how many years you've got left.
That
But
is...
there's no way I'd ever tell you that.
Yeah.
I may have a big mouth, but even I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not your ally.
Shinigami never have to
I'm
worry
not
that
tell
they
you.
won't be able to kill a person just because they don't know their name. And every time we do take a life, we always know exactly how many years we're going to receive.
You just kill a baby who's who's gonna live for 100. That's how you get the easy years. Just that's what.
And a human picks it up. He can grant that human the eyes of a Shinigami, but only if a deal is made, one that's been with us since ancient times.
And what's the deal?
The price for having a Shinigami's eyes is half of that person's remaining lifespan. That's all it is.
Okay, maybe that's what he is.
Yeah. In other words, if you were supposed to live another 50 years, it'll be 25. Give me half your remaining lifespan, and I'll give you the Shinigami eyes.
If I agree, I'll be able to know everyone's name just by looking at them. If I had that power, the Death Note would only be easier to use.
But it's too risky.
Be light. Is it a deal?
I would say that's too risky. That episode is only made me more interested to see what is gonna happen next, you know? If I was Light, I would not take that because, like, if I wanted to be a god, dying at an early age, not good. It's not good, you know? You know, so I would not take that. I don't know what Light will do, but... And in fact, there's, like, other ways to find the names out, you know? You could just be smart about it. I mean, as Light is very smart, intelligent person. I think that's what he'll do, and it's getting interesting. Like the mind games between Light and Al, you know, they are finding at each other, like testing each other, and like I wonder what Al is gonna do now. Like the police don't trust him, and because of what Kira's been doing, and Al doesn't trust the police because Kira is doing. It's gonna be very interesting next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and check out my Patreon for full uncut reactions.